Today we are going to do means of transport of the Icse syllabus in geography. I hope through this PPT you will understand the chapter better and will score fabulously. So let's begin. India means of transport. We start with the modes of transport. We have transport on land, in air and on water. Land via roads and rails. Air through air itself. Water on seas and through inland waterways. And then the most important question. Why is transportation important? Or what is the need for transportation? So we need transportation. First, it helps in assembling raw materials from different parts of the country, helps in distributing finished products, helps in export and import of industrial goods, brings people closer and disseminates knowledge, contributes to an emergence of a global society, and helps in cultural interaction between people located at distant places. So we go through again. Helps in assembling raw materials from different parts of the country. Helps in distributing finished products. Helps in export and import of industrial goods. Brings people closer and disseminates knowledge. Contributes to an emergence of a global society. And helps in interaction, cultural interaction between people located at distant places. We begin transportation with roadways. Roadways in India. When we look at the roads in India, we basically have four main roads: national highways, express highways, state highways, and district roads. National highways. National highways usually have 4 lanes. They connect important cities and are built and maintained by the National Highway Authority of India. 67,000 kilometers comprises national highways in India. The main roads which are constructed and maintained by the central government are known as the national highways. These are main highways running through the length and breadth of the country, connecting major ports, state capitals, large industrial and tourist centers. They facilitate interstate transport and movement of defense personnel and material in strategic areas. National highways in India are designated as NH, followed by the highway number. By which organizations are the national highways maintained? The national highways are maintained by the Central Public Work Department, CPWD, and the National Highways Authority of India, NHAI. When was the National Highways Authority of India constituted? The National Highways Authority of India, NHAI, was constituted in 1988. It is responsible for development, maintenance, and management of national highways. It was made operational in February 1995 and is currently undertaking the developmental activities under National Highway Development Project in phases. Let us take a look at 2 major projects undertaken by National Highway Authority of India. The first one is the Golden Quadrilateral. The Golden Corridor is the largest expressway project in India. It is the first phase of National Highway Development Project. It consists of building 5,846 kilometers of 4 to 6 lane express highways connecting Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai, thus forming a sort of quadrilateral of sorts at a cost of Rs 60,000 crores. In January 2008, it was announced that the project will now be expanded to cover 6,500 kilometers. So, which are the cities involved in the Golden Quadrilateral? Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai. And Mumbai connecting back to Delhi. So that kind of forms a quadri or a quadrilateral. The second project is the North-South and East-West corridors. North-South corridor would connect Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir with Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu with a 4,076 kilometer long road. The East-West corridor, on the other hand, would connect Silchar in Assam with the port town of Porbandar in Gujarat with a 3,460 kilometer of road length. So we recap two major projects, the Golden Quadrilateral and the North-South and East-West corridor. Golden Quadrilateral, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai in that order, forming a square. And the North-South corridor, Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir with Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu, a road going from one end to the other. And the East-West corridor connecting Silchar in Assam with Porbandar, the port town in Gujarat. Let us take a look at the slide and observe the quadrilateral Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai and back to Delhi. And then we take a look at the North-South corridor, Srinagar going right down this green line, this green road, way down to Kanyakumari. And then the East-West corridor, Silchar in the east, going right through to Porbandar in the west. These are the major national highways. Let us take a look at the main economic benefits of the Golden Quadrilateral project. This highway will interconnect many major cities and ports. It will give an impetus to truck transportation throughout India. It will help in the industrial growth of all small towns through which it passes. It will provide vast opportunities for transport of agricultural produce from the hinterland to major cities and ports for export. And most importantly, it will provide job opportunities in its construction as well as increase the demand for cement, steel and other construction material. So what are the main economic benefits? Interconnect many major cities and ports. Give an impetus. Impetus means a growth to truck transport throughout India. It will help in industrial growth of all small towns through which these roads pass. Vast opportunities for transport of agricultural produce from the hinterland to major cities and ports. And definitely provide a lot of job opportunities in construction as well as increase the demand for cement, steel and other construction material. We are looking at National Highway 47, a beautiful highway. As you can observe, there are 4 lanes and we have a broad divider with beautiful flowers in between. We now come to expressways. What do we find in expressways? 6 lanes, a broad divider. You can go at a speed more than 120 kilometers per hour. And there will be toll roads where you need to pay for using these expressways. Express highways constitute the most significant features of land transportation. These highways are cemented 6-lane roads designed to provide smooth, high-speed movement without any on-road obstacle like traffic or speed breakers. We now look at the major express highways of India. The first one being Ahmedabad-Vadodara Expressway. This was India's first expressway that was opened in 2001. It had cut the journey between Ahmedabad and Vadodara to less than an hour. Delhi-Gurgaon Express Highway. This expressway opened for the public on January 23, 2008 and is a part of the Golden Quadrilateral Highway project. This expressway has reduced travel time between Gurgaon and Delhi from 60 minutes to approximately 20 minutes. Some special features of the highway are SOS telephones at every 1.5 kilometers, CCTV surveillance, and a 32-lane toll plaza at the Delhi-Haryana border. We next have the Noida-Greater Noida Expressway. It connects Noida, an industrial suburb area, with Greater Noida, a new suburb, both in Uttar Pradesh. It connects the main commercial centers on the eastern side of the river Yamuna. The next is the Panipat Expressway. It is a 10-kilometer elevated highway at Panipat in Haryana. It is a 6-lane expressway which has been built to decongest traffic on the busy Delhi-Amritsar route. The Mumbai-Pune Expressway. The Mumbai-Pune Expressway is India's first 6-lane, concrete, high-speed and tolled expressway. It connects Mumbai with Pune. This highway has reduced travel time between these two commercial western Indian cities from 4 to 5 hours on the old National Highway 4 to 2 to 3 hours on the express highway. Its special features are 6-lane concrete highway with a 7-meter wide divider, an extra lane provided on each side as a hard shoulder, separate tunnels for traffic in each direction, complete fencing to avoid humans or animals crossing the expressway, no two-wheeler, three-wheeler or tractor vehicles are allowed, and provision of petrol pumps, motels, workshops, toilets, emergency phones, first aid and breakdown vans are available. While going through roads, we just take a little break and take a look at the milestones or the kilometer stones which we can see on a state highway or a district road. You can even see here there is a difference between them. Now, if we observe this milestone, the first one, where do you think I would be? I would be at Lakhimpur because it's showing 0 kilometers. And if I travel further, I would go to Bariach, 130 kilometers away. The second district road milestone we can see is Cochin. Okay. 20 kilometers away. And Munnar, 65 kilometers away from where this milestone is. The state highways are constructed and maintained by the state government. These highways provide linkages with the national highways and the district headquarters, important towns, tourist centers and minor ports within the state. District roads are important roads within a district connecting areas of production with markets. It also connects taluka headquarters and rural areas to district headquarters within the state. Rural roads or village roads. The rural roads in India form a substantial portion of the road network. These roads constitute about 80% of the total road length in the country. Most of the rural roads were initially sand roads, meaning kacha roads. They provided vital links by moving the agricultural produce and the finished products of small-scale industries from the producing centers to the marketing centers. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, PMGSY, or also known as the Prime Minister's Rural Road Schemes, launched in December 2000 by the Government of India to provide connectivity to rural areas as a part of its poverty eradication measure. For its implementation, the government had set up uniform technical and management standards to ensure sustainable management of the rural roads. The scheme is to be implemented in phases. At the initial phase, attempts were made to cover all inhabitations with a population of 1,000. We now come to other roads, mainly border roads and international roads. The Border Road Organization was set up in 1960 for strengthening defense preparedness and accelerating economic development through improvement of roads along the northeastern boundaries of the country. This organization has constructed the world's highest road from Manali in Himachal Pradesh to Leh in Kashmir at an average altitude of 4,270 meters. Apart from the construction and maintenance of roads in strategically sensitive areas, the Border Road Organization undertakes snow clearance in high altitude areas and construction of airfields, construction of buildings and permanent bridges. The international highways. These highways were constructed through finances provided by the World Bank. Their main purpose is to promote friendly relationship with the neighboring countries. There are two categories of such highways. The main arterial routes connecting the capitals of the neighboring countries and the routes joining main cities, ports, etc. with arterial network. As you can see in the picture, a nice, very long international highway can be seen. Advantages of roadways. Roadways are the harbingers of economic development. The main advantages of using road transport are as follows. Requires less capital investment than airways or railways. Provides flexible service by adjusting routes and timings. It is through roads that every village and hamlet can be reached. Roads can be constructed even in areas of difficult terrain and where railway lines do not exist. Roadways acts as a feeder to other modes of transport such as railways, water and air. Roads offer door-to-door service and help farmers to move their perishable products quickly to the market. The movement of goods is safe or rather safer through roads as the chances of pilferage are lesser than in railways. So what are the disadvantages of roadways? The disadvantages are roadways are dependent on seasons, unfit and unsafe during rainy season. Many roads are unsafest and therefore not suitable for regular vehicular traffic. Chances of accidents and breakdowns are more. Roads are not properly maintained. Poor road surfaces cause heavy loss and wear and tear of vehicles. There are multiple checkposts, toll tax, octroi duties, collection points on roads which bring down the speed of the traffic, waste time and cause irritation to the commuters. Unsuitable for long distance and bulky goods. Comparatively less organized, irregular and unreliable. The rates charged are unstable and unequal. Why do the northern plains have the densest network of roads? This is simply because the land is flat and the soil is fertile. The agrarian economy is developed. Density of population is high, which is associated with urbanization and industrialization. State the disadvantages of laying roads in the northeast states of India. The northeast states have a rugged landscape, thick forest, swift streams, and basically a backward economy. We have just completed the first part of transport dealing with roadways. There is a second part dealing with railways and a third part dealing with waterways and airways. Please go through it so that you get the complete chapter. Also, please don't forget to subscribe.